Hi, I'm Mike Omni, and I'm the founder and sorry again. Hi, I'm Mike Omni, and I'm the founder and CEO of the Common Sense Network. We are the first ever 100% people-funded news media system for millennials by millennials in the UK. My inspiration is very simple. When I look at the current news media system, I see a shocking lack of diversity. I don't see people who look like me. I don't see people who speak my language, who understand my struggle. And that inspires me to say, hey, let's fix this, because if I feel this way, no doubt there's another person out there who feels exactly the same way I do. So my desire or my inspiration really came from annoyance, came from grievances I had with the current system. And I thought, well, if I'm just gonna watch it, my mom always used to say, if you want something done properly, do it yourself. And I used to see, after seeing the same thing over and over again, I realized I've got to do something about it. So I'm doing something about it.
So we're in your house, you've had a long day.
Yeah.
The launch of your startup via social media.
Does tweet not sent? Oh, you want to just data people?
What?
Do you have data?
I've got data.
I'm just about to press tweet for the first tweet of the fundraiser. We were trying to raise £100,000 in just 50 days.
How did you find it?
What, the launch?
The launch, yeah.
The launch was very daunting. It's very scary because it feels as though you've got something that you believe in so passionately and you're kind of just chucking it into the world and seeing if it will flourish. So when I hit the tweet button, I mean, I've done it hundreds of times, but this time I felt like I was launching something to the free market and letting the free market decide. Here goes. I have really slow data. But once it's up, that'll be it. 50 days, 100K. Can we do it? I think we can. Well, we need your help, absolutely. Share this with anyone. Be a part of the campaign. Let's change the British media once and for all. Whether it succeeds or not, so naturally, kind of anxious about it, but I'm excited as well because obviously, it could all go terribly. I'm very pessimistic, but also it could really go well. It could go really well. That's one. It could go really well. So I'm also excited about what might happen as well.
Yeah. So obviously you've stated that you tweeted it. What is the power of social media? What power does it have, and where does it stand with you in regards to what it can do for what you're trying to achieve?
Yeah, well, social media is really, it's powerful. You probably heard that before. It's a powerful tool. What stands out to me about social media is just how much time it saves me. So typically, with what I'm doing, I'm trying to raise money, trying to raise £100,000. To do that, normally I would have to go to the street and talk to people, and on a one-by-one basis, seem to kind of convince people. With social media, I can get across to 100,000 people like that. Whereas on the street, it's one at a time. So it's just that it just saves me so much time. And it gives me a wide, I can speak to people in America, for instance, who I would have no hope of speaking to about social media. So that's the kind of big benefit of it, is that it allows you to connect with people just like that. Hundreds of miles away, like that, you're connecting.
What downsides or pitfalls could come from maybe using this platform?
Yeah. Well, one of the biggest kind of downsides of social media is obviously, especially something like Twitter, is it really, everything getting shorter in terms of what you can put out there. It's very, very short. So it's very hard to have a genuine, conversation with someone, or to convince them of something genuinely, because you have their attention for a few seconds. So if I met someone on the street, they would entertain me for 3 minutes if they had the time. On social media, to get someone's attention for 3 minutes is ridiculous. Why? Because normally people give you like 3 seconds, 4 seconds. So the challenge for me from a business perspective is I've got to sell a product, but people's attention span is literally 6 seconds. So I've got to convey as much information as I can to them in 6 seconds so that they get the idea and they want to buy into it. And it's very difficult compared to on the street. They can see my passion. We can have a chat about it. I can make a joke here and there, go back and forth. You don't get that luxury online.
What advice would you give to somebody starting a business company in the social media bubble that we live in now? Is it something that you'd advise them to do, or would you advise them to maybe use old conventional ways of advertising?
Yeah, I think it definitely depends what industry you're in. I think one thing is pretty much kind of sacrosanct. Is as a business, especially as a startup, you would die without social media. It is crucial. It really is crucial. It varies based on the industry you're in. Obviously, you kind of have to what degree you use it. However, do you need to have a social media account? Yes. Why? Because we live in a global market space now. You aren't just competing with the top few companies. You're competing with everyone around the world. Social media has really taken down state barriers. So now people from America are looking at my project and go, I want to fund that. It's not just a news outlet I'm competing with. I'm competing with the world. So with that being said, social media gives you the access to compete at that level. In the real world, as it were, you don't compete at that level. So you would miss out a massive kind of market if you ignore social media. Because there's people who can't make it to your store or make it to your event. However, when they experience it online and still contribute. So you'd be a fool to say I don't care about them. You've got to care about everyone. Wherever business is, right?